Hello there. I brought you a cup of tea and one for me. I mostly wanted to do that to show off my outfit. See, look at it. So today, I want to talk about my art that I made in 2020. Now, I do this every year. I do not study art. I do not have an art education. I am an engineering student. I'm not saying that because I think it's cool or trendy or whatever to be self-taught in art. I'm just saying that to reiterate that I'm in no way qualified to judge anyone's art except for my own, and emphasizing that I am not an authority on art in general. This is my sketchbook. I really haven't looked at these pictures since I drew them. These are pretty much everything that I draw, since I really don't sketch besides like in the margin of my notebooks in class. So this is just about everything I've drawn. I've also done some digital art, which we will look at. I want to preface this video by saying first, art is subjective, obviously. It's about as subjective as you can get in terms of anything. That I am not a professional, nor am I of higher education. I'm pretty sure I already said that. But I'm also not a beginner either. I have been drawing since a time before I remember, which, to be fair, I don't remember what I ate for breakfast this morning either, but that was a long time ago. So I recognize while I'm critiquing my own work, I am not criticizing my ability at that time or a level of art that is at that ability. So I'm not trying to say, oh, this sucks and everything below this level sucks. I'm just recognizing that everything can be improved on, especially my own work. So like, I just don't want someone to take this like I'm telling them that their work is bad. Because I remember watching YouTube videos when I was younger, and these really professional artists would look back at their work from when they were teenagers or something along those lines, and it would be better than mine at that time. And I'd be like, oh, if they're saying that they suck, that means I suck. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to put my work under a lens and establish what I need to do in 2021 to improve my work as a whole. Everything can be improved upon. And it can be really difficult to productively look at your own work as you are working on it or right after you have completed it. It's hard to have the eyes of, say, someone who's not you looking at it for the first time unless you've just taken a few months to actually look at it again and re-explore what you've made. So to me, it is valuable to periodically reassess my work in order to identify bad habits and tendencies that need to be assessed and addressed going forward in order to make myself a better artist. And to me, the best time to do that is in the new year when you're doing New Year's resolutions anyway. It's a really good time to do all that. Finally, I want to note that I am, in fact, shockingly negative biased against myself and my own work, as most artists are, and therefore I'm going to notice and comment on things that I wouldn't normally say if I was looking at someone else's work, in the same way that I would do with my body or my face. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that, where they're going to notice every little pimple, but if it's someone else's face, you're not going to notice that. You just notice it on your own face. And so while to me these may come off as big deals or big interpretations that I've come to, I recognize that other people may not come to that conclusion, or they'll think it's minor. And that's on personal hangups and self-esteem. Leave your personal hangups below. So let's get into the sketchbook. So this is my sketchbook from 2020. I started it pretty much exactly at 2020. And so this should all be pretty much accurate in pretty much everything that I've done, minus the digital artwork. This is all the traditional artwork that I've actually done and finished. Yeah, so this first one is from January 19th. I think I just wanted to draw this to make a pretty first page. I didn't really do architectural drawings, so even if I was a better artist at it now, I don't think I actually would be, because I haven't really done anything besides this. So this was a portrait I did in late January, and alongside it I clearly did like jellyfish, just because I wanted each page in the sketchbook to be cohesive in its composition. I guess I wanted to make it monochromatic in some way. There's serious problems with her anatomy, like her chin. Her chin's the biggest problem here. Oh, this is a fan art of a webtoon. I don't know if you guys go on webtoon a lot. Today on this, I haven't read this comic at all in like 8 months. I think I did an okay job. Mallory's face is a little not accurate. This is another picture based off a Pinterest photo. Not much to say off of that because I wasn't very creative with it. Same with this. This is another relying off of a Pinterest photo. It doesn't look as accurate and it doesn't look as stylized. So the photos next to it, I actually do really like this top one. I think it turned out pretty good. The other two are okay. This is again like another anatomy problem where I think I liked the sketch a lot and then I wasn't faithful to that sketch. I like the idea, I like the concept. There's just some execution problems, like with the palm in particular. The jacket, like I remember I spent a lot of time to study what the lights would look like off of a jacket like that. I don't like the background, but flowers, I remember drawing these flowers and how frustrated I was. It was just not a human. I'm used to drawing humans. I think this turned out really good. I did a lot of, or at least the face did. I'm not so sure about the octopus. I wish I would have spent more time on. This first one on this page was for like a friend in her D&D group, and she was really nice. So I drew it for her just for free, for fun, and then let her take a picture of it so she could use it in her D&D group. Overall, I like the first one a little bit more. I don't like this style anymore. It's very anime, and that's not what I try to do anymore. Not that. For the second one, this was TLP, but he's my favorite. So this was in a series of drawings that I was drawing for the Zodiacs, and I was trying to keep up with it every month, and I don't remember where I dropped off. I think it was Taurus. Maybe I'll pick that up going into the following year. With this, I was clearly trying to draw like a wet t-shirt on top of a bandeau. Not sure that I executed that well. This other one was oil pastels, and I soon discovered that I do not like oil pastels because this did not turn out like I wanted it to, and it's very not fun to touch. The Billie Eilish one, this is not based on a particular picture again. It's like a amalgamation. Is that a word? I was very upset because one of my friends who was looking through the sketchbook right after I drew this pointed out to me that the L is backward. It happened. And then Aries over here, I don't know if that translates well to everyone else, but I did this one like really quickly. I wish I did expressions like that more often. Oh, I should note that this was around quarantine time. So this was when I was drawing like at least one of these a week. Here's Taurus. I don't like her skin tone. I think I wanted to go for a darker one, but it came out too red. It looks a lot more clownish than I meant to. I hope that doesn't come off like racist or something. Oops. Ariana Grande, this was back when I was still trying to draw artists. I think I gained a lot from doing these celebrity portraits. Wow, I'm being a lot less critical than I thought I would.
I can promise it's depression.
And Tiger King. I wish I did a better job on that shirt. It looks very flat in texture. The cats, the only one I really like is the cheetah. I think that one turned out pretty good. The other ones are very flaccid. Welcome to the A to Z was a project that I worked on during my TikTok time. Do a letter each day in accordance to Mike Bennett art. Some of these animals I do like more than Galactopus. So obviously I didn't finish this. This MC Hammer as an anime girl. I think at this point I had stopped doing the zodiac signs. This is in a series of pictures. Each page represents a different color. And so this one's gonna be pink, obviously. I like the red page the most of all the colored pages. The cards are messy, but I kind of like it. This one's okay. I don't know that I like her face. I just think she looks like a guy I know. This is where I have that reoccurring problem of putting the lips way too close to the chin, / making the chin way shorter than it really should be. Instead of rectifying that, I just crossed out her face. I don't really draw wildlife, but I think these came out pretty good for like a first genuine shot at birds. She was actually pretty recent. She was 10/18. It's really 12/18. I messed up the date. Put her here, I think, just to fill the space by the green person because I realized I left the page blank. And then, yeah, this is green. I didn't I think I had plans to put something green on the Melanie Martinez page, and I didn't. So I really didn't meet my goal of making composition fluid across all pages. When people look through this, usually this one comes across as their favorite. To me, it's not. It looks unfinished to me. So I added like all these lines to make it look more finished, but it still looks unfinished. I have like a very similar front portrait that I draw across all of them, and if they're Asian, I just put hooded eyelids on them, which is probably very Eurocentric of me and maybe a little bit inappropriate, and I don't think she looks particularly Japanese. Not that I'm very good at faces either way, but I think that's a big problem, is that a lot of my faces are too across the board the same. So maybe I need to practice with some more interesting faces. And maybe, yeah, I should go back to like celebrity portraiture.
Hello, it's me, editing in the comfort of my bed. I realized at the end here that I forgot to form a conclusive thought regarding what I had just shown you. So I guess I'm just here to say that, yes, I need to fix my chins. I need to make things more cohesive in format and be attractive, I guess, in composition, is that overwhelming thought. And I need to be more diverse in my faces, or at least my facial expressions, because I'm kind of getting sick of the portrait. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and I will be seeing you next week.
Cracked incandescent street lamps near turnpikes. I got a nondescript place that I'm telling you should spend the night. Where the water's warm and the chemicals, they flow out like poison. Where the girls have boys and the boys, they've got their husbands. Meet Captain Jack, he can get you high tonight.